Hello and welcome to a Gregor Plays Games replay cast. Today I will be doing my best to analyze my play, talk about it, and make an informative video out of it. This was a team matchmaking game played the other day, and I'm going to do my best to talk through it. Firstly, I'm going to introduce the players. We have 18K, carry or offlane on Nature's Prophet. We have me on Crystal Maiden. We have Apathy on Ursa, Mushu on Bane, and finally Supa on Death Prophet. Our plan for this game was to run an aggressive tri-lane with Bane, Crystal Maiden, and Ursa. We figured that would be able to easily handle whatever they had. They have a Alk carry, most likely, or an Alk support. But I think it's an Alk carry. If we look at his items, it's not really clear. But it's probably an Alk carry and Silencer Venom support. That's not a terribly strong tri-lane. And there's no one in this pool that Furion can't 1v1 terribly easy. Obviously Death Prophet will probably win mid by being a Death Prophet. So our plan is to take control of their jungle from the very start. Get some wards in their jungle. I don't have sentries because I don't have any invis, so I didn't prioritize it super heavily. But we've got obs.
30 seconds!
Sorry, we gave the sentries to Furion and he TP'd and placed them. That's why. So we're trying to get a first blood here, and even if we don't get a first blood, as the four of us will kind of zone them out. The way that this tri-lane works, the Bane Nightmares, and then that allows me to get up as Crystal Maiden and use Frostbite, and then Ursa can just do his thing. However, they are...
The battle begins!
Jungle, and I think planning on going an aggressive tri-lane. So our Furion will have to head to the jungle. But they don't have a lot of push. Alk, Veno, Silencer is not a terribly scary tri-lane. So even if we lose the tier 1, it's not going to be a huge problem. That said, we're kind of worried for Supa right now. I'm sure we tried to call, or we called back at some point, but it was probably too late. And yeah, he should go down there. Immediately when we
Rambo
see that they're going on
first
mid,
blood.
this is an opportunity to
First blood! Right
freeze,
off the bat!
and because of pathing, we don't get enough swipes off on Doom, and he does not die. However, he's at low health, and he doesn't have a self, so already that's not too bad for me. So I know that I can zone him very heavily, because both Doom and I know that if he gets frostbitten, he's gonna
Double
die.
damage!
So me and Mushu, our job right now is not going to be able to kill him because we won't be able to, but our job is to create as much space in this lane first as possible. And after he's a very good player, he'll get all the CS there are to get. We see that the creep wave is coming in and we're talking about diving. Don't know if we get the dive. Yeah, we're definitely going to dive now. I also call for Furion to TP in and help out. Mushu's taking some damage, so he backs up. I frostbite, and Ursa should be able to clean up the kill here. It's a bit of fog shenanigans, but Ursa does get the kill.
No,
Me
your
and Mushu are both super low,
forever.
so we salve each other up. And I should be popping Claire.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon!
Here, Apathy pulled the creep wave to the side, which is nice because it means Doom will take a bit more damage and we can farm these creeps in peace. I believe we smoked right here, as our plan was to try and gank mid lane. Smoking right here is a bit silly because Apathy will be smoked for just a second, but Doom would have to be paying fairly close attention for that to worry him. So Bane CM is not the most typical ganking combo, but they can certainly do work. You know, Nightmare has a fairly decent range, which allows CM to get in, so he's fire flying around. So we're sort of playing this weird game, and he decides to head towards our ancient camp. Because he profits canceling TPs till he finally TPs in, but he doesn't have Sprout, so we sort of chase him for a while here. Let's talk about my item
Bad
build for a
dudes,
second.
middle tower,
So-
everyone, go, now!
We get this kill eventually. I try and hold my Q to let
Yo,
18K
green dudes, something
get
bad
the
is happening.
last hit,
In your bottom.
but he was running away and I wanted to make sure that we got the kill. So meanwhile, App did die to Doom. He underestimated. But I pick up boots here. That lets me close into frostbite range much faster and sort of makes up for the weakness of CM, which is that she's a very slow hero.
Yo, green
Strength,
dudes,
so that she
something
has
bad
an
is
immense
happening.
amount of damage,
In your bottom.
at early levels. But sometimes getting into range where you can make use of that is a problem. So 18k TP's in. We know we have.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Guys, you need to defend here.
You should have gone back to base instead of staying around at so low health.
Uproot you.
And we decide we're gonna get this tower. Since all of their heroes are bottom, it's pretty safe for us to take the tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's watch my player perspective here. I'm helping 18 with the creeps.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
I would like to blast them so I can get some CS.
Dire's
but,
top tower is under
18 hits
attack.
it more than I do,
Oh
and
man, this is totally harshing my mellow.
And mana is a concern. If someone TP's in, I want to be able to frostbite them. Looks like Apathy's having some internet problems. I think this may have been during the time when the US East was down, so we were having to use US West, which is not ideal for any of us. I used the pause to check on the heroes because I'm drafter and caller for the team. I do my best to know what's going on in the whole game at all time. I like to talk to my solo laners and ask them how the lane is going, that sort of thing. Speaking of which, 18 obviously can't get a whole lot bottom because he's against the tri-lane, but so he's just been going to the jungle and TPing around to help out, and that's been very useful. I've gotten probably 2 kills just because of his TPing on the Bat Rider and then on the Doom recently. Let's skip ahead a little bit until we find the end of this one. There we go.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So right now I'm probably thinking about a Midas. Midas CM, Midas on supports in general is a whole thing. I think there are times when a Midas on a Crystal Maiden is good.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Body stokes the
Midas on
furnace.
supports. On a support, I think it's good if the support can stay relevant. So if you can get it fast enough on a CM, then you can still have a really good impact, and the Midas will prolong the time when you have that impact. Here we go on Veno. Nightmare the silencer. I'm fair with that, so I want to try and stay useful, but I also don't want to be. But I know that if I can stay push the fight enough, I'll have wand charges and be able to fight.
Let me acquaint you with your
Again, I throw it at you and try and scale this in the edge of the fight.
Got in Himmler!
I do want to still help out.
Dire's middle tower is under
to
attack.
make a
He
nice
starts to
snow
die pretty
angel.
ham. I take too many tower hits. Now it's time for me to back.
That's a twofer.
Will be coming soon.
Go!
I suppose there's not
Bad
much
dudes, middle tower, everyone, go, now!
So it's safe for me.
Ruh-roh, bad dudes, ruh-roh, middly widdly, gone all diddly.
I see another crazy chasing bat, and one in on the fun. But I was saying, with the support Midas, the downside or the danger
Kind of you.
is that you become useless for a while. So I think more than just worrying about gold per minute, if you don't get it early enough, then you're useless, and you need something like a blink dagger or a BKB or force staff to be useful. But I think I'm saving up for a Midas here because we're doing pretty well as a team, and I would like to continue to do well. So I think it'll sort of extend that lead. If we were doing really, really well, then I would almost want to not get it and want to just keep doing better by getting a mech, a blink dagger, a force staff, that sort of thing. But here I start doing this. I probably should have helped Apathy there. I'm not quite sure why I ran. I mean, it probably wouldn't have mattered, but here I want to farm up the jungle camps.
Dire's middle
Tell my
tower
team
is
I'm
under
gonna
attack.
be busy for
Dire
a few
structures
minutes
are
as I farm up
fortified.
100 gold. And when I'm doing something menial like this, I check on my teammates' inventories and watch the map as much as possible. Check on enemy inventories too, of course. So here, Silencer is dewarding. I'm gonna like that. So I call out if we can try and kill him. But unfortunately, no one is nearby enough to react.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
When you're jungling a CM, you want to obviously kill the big creep first. So you pull away from the camp like I did earlier.
How
Tries to get the Roshan deny, it doesn't work. So you want to frostbite one of them and then attack another. If your frostbite will do enough damage to kill it. If it won't do enough damage to kill it, then you want to attack the frostbitten one like this by pulling them out so that like none can attack you, and then hitting the creep that you frostbite. You see this, the blue ogre, whatever they're called, frost mages I think, doesn't have a lot of health, so using the whole frostbite on him seems like a bit of a waste. But I'm trying to get up my Midas fast.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
safely, because if I died right now, it would really set me back. And since I already have a recipe, I'm committed to getting the Midas. The rest of my team is applying pressure bottom. I would really like to be helping them.
That
but
bottom tower you bad
I've already
dudes had
committed
was
to
crap
Midas.
anyway, don't sweat it.
So I take this opportunity to go back to base, so I can get full health and mana because I'm low on both of the juices. Meanwhile, my team took a tower and a kill, so that's nice. Yeah, they get another kill.
It happens. On your tree.
With my Midas, my first stop is to pick off a camp with a large creep so that I can boost my experience, and then I'm going to try and meet up with my team and make an impact. This time we deward bottom. So when I get to this camp, when it's a camp like this with 3 different size, whatever they're called, I Midas the big one, I frostbite the smaller one, and then I right-click the little one. The biggest one
Swiftly
gets the most
through
XP.
forest shade.
The whole frostbite would be wasted. So here, goes pretty him.
The pain. The pain.
Haste room, which really helps him out. I call that we can kill this alchemist. It's a bit risky, but with the Furion TPing in, we can try. And it doesn't look like we get the kill. But we scared him off. And heads back to base. He's quite low.
Pull roots and run.
Meanwhile, I said we can apply pressure here. We have Death Prophet ult.
Bad dudes,
Probably
middle
take the
tower, everyone, go,
But
now!
since there are only 3 of us, we don't really want to commit. We just want to sort of sit back and be careful. Whittle away. We get the tower.
Dire's
and back
middle
up.
tower has fallen.
We don't want to overstay and get more than we need, and get picked off because of it. They go on 18k.
Green dude's top team is about to get knocked over.
But so Death Prophet's
That's a twofer. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We see Batrider off to the side. We try and chase him, but unfortunately the Death Prophet Q is just out of range. So right now, already a bunch of gold, largely because of the Midas.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not quite sure what my next item choice would be. BKB is really solid, especially against their team. Against a Silencer, it's really nice to have BKB, but they do have 2 disables that go through BKB, so maybe that's not my first choice. I could get a Yules, that gives move speed, which is wonderful in CM. I pick up Phase first. Boots on CM, there are a lot of options, and I'm wrong. I've gotten Treads, I've gotten Brown Boots, I've gotten Great TP, I've gotten Phase, I've gotten, I guess I've gotten although mana boots are pretty rare when I want to go CM. I call the super to try and get this kill, hoping that Batrider will jump on me, thinking I'm solo.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
No, he doesn't die.
Manly.
But I get picked off from the silence and the Venom damage. It's just too much fun.
Silence. I have doomed in return.
Got in Himmel! That's a twofer. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He still has Aegis, so he can basically go as YOLO as he would like.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Ding dong!
Again, 18k is in, and Venom's life is short.
An exquisite toxin.
I respawn. Let's see what.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, so I got Phase, and it looks like I'm going Drum next. Move speed CM is very fun, but not only
Bad dude's
fun,
top tower's gonna
allows you
fall
to
over soon!
Get range your spells better and stay safe. In addition, having the drum is pretty solid.
Dire's top tower is under
the
attack.
extra survivability from the and the mana stats aren't bad either.
Bad dude's
CM
top
has
is all nasty and
crazy mana
brokey.
regen, but even still, her pool can be a little low. So sometimes, right now, we do the math. Right now, if I want a team fight, my first 2 spells are 270 mana. And if I want to go, that's 470.
Oh, the humanity! That's a twofer!
That's honestly not great.
To wash your blood from my claws.
Freeze someone twice.
The sacred grove awaits.
440. 600. 640. That's more mana than I have. So, the extra 6 int. Or does Drum give you more? 9 actually. Yeah, so the extra 9 int will be pretty helpful there. Because the difference between 2 Frostbites, a Blast, and an ult, and 1 Frostbite, a Blast, and an ult could be a whole lot. Especially since I have Frostbite maxed here. And then once I level it up and it's 400 mana, she has a pretty small mana pool, is what I'm getting at. Obviously, over time, she mana regens pretty fast. Here we're creep skipping. We know that we're fairly ahead, so we can be so far ahead of our creeps like this, because Supa, Rayteen, and I can take on, maybe not all 5 of them, but most of them. But back to the
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Can we pause? Dire structures are fortified.
If you want more speed. The damage on either.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
If you don't have any regen items, because you want to be able to. If you make a
Dire's
gank,
bottom tower.
but he does drop an ult, which kind of hurts. But if you gank, if you're playing sort of a ganking role, which CM often is, then you don't want to have to go back to base between every single gank, because that's just a massive waste of time. So having a triangle
With me.
or urn or some item that gives you right here, Bat Rider lassos onto Supa, but I don't want Supa having to go anywhere.
That's a twofer.
It's a pretty silly shadow.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. We're detecting high levels of sarcasm, Captain.
So right now I TP out immediately. I know that the silence ult is about to kill. The silencer E, I guess. I don't know the real name. Last word? Yeah, last word is about to kill me, so I'm not quite sure what my next item will be. I would probably get a BKB in hindsight, but also a mobility item, Force Staff, Yules, Blink Dagger. Those are all super nice on Crystal Maiden as well, for the same reason that move speed is. But right now I have when phase active, I have about 400 move speed, which is pretty darn nice. Looks like I'm going Force Staff next. My plan is probably to get Force Staff and Yules. I really like them together as a combo because it allows you to provide really good utility for your team and survivability for yourself. You can Force Staff your allies away, you can do whatever. So Supa's in a bit of a jam, but he has friends, and Bat Rider doesn't. Q so that I can get close enough to Frostbite and I drop the
Had to happen.
You move like a blue heart glacier.
When you're trying to get into Frostbite, using Crystal Nova is a really nice idea. Frostbite has a pretty short range. I don't know the range offhand. That looks like about 300 range to me. But Q has more like 500 range, and it is so that's like 700 range of slow, which then allows you to catch up. You're trying to defend, but against the Death Prophet, I really don't have much hope. So I'm pretty low health.
Ruh-roh, bad news, ruh-roh, middly widdly got all bit. Yo, Greenders, something bad is happening. Got in himmer! Going from bad to worse, now the bad dude's middle rats is getting shafted.
My allies don't have to fight anymore.
Dire's middle
Now
barracks has
it's really
fallen.
time to run, as my health is oscillating around 1. So,
Hey,
start
bad
walking
dudes,
back.
good dude's bottom just fell off.
Meanwhile, my team takes the rats. Let's open it up. I almost have Force Staff, thanks to the Midas, primarily. I'm fairly farmed, and tower is taken.
Weak as a sap.
Wish you tried to deny ATK there, but it didn't work. It's hard to deny with the support this late in the game, because you don't have much right click at all. I'm not quite sure why this Alex stuff is. I think he might have fobbed. But either way, my team is fine at this point. Clean up.
Manly. That's a twofer.
Meanwhile, I'm walking back. It's a slow walk back, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Haste!
Oh, the humanity!
Twas just as I foretold.
And that's a good game. So this game, we had a lead. from the
Nerf
very
this
beginning,
man. That's a
thanks to your
twofer.
flip pick and the landing choices. We dropped a sick ult on the creeps. The game's about to end, and they canceled the GG. So I wasted my creeps. I wasted my ult. Oh well. I have Force Staff. I have Midas on cooldown. Where's that value? Got a Midas. Okay.
Whoa, the good guys won. That literally never happens.
So thank you all for watching a Gregor Plays Games replay cast. I hope it was somewhat informative. If you have any questions, either about the video or about my play or any criticisms about either, I would gladly appreciate both. Good luck and have fun.